it's Mike from the Mike James Rock Show. Marcus from Blind Guardian has joined us. How's it going, man?
It's going fine.
Cool, welcome back to the UK.
It's good to be back.
It's about a year since you last were over here, wasn't it?
We've been here 2016 we did that UK tour thingy, and 2015 I think we just played London, as far as I remember. So long ago already.
So many gigs in between as well, I guess.
Time flies.
You're here for Bloodstock.
Yes.
You were one of the first bands to get announced pretty much. So that must have been quite special to be up there with like announcements real early on.
It was great. I mean, we played here twice before. We played here in the early days when it was still indoors.
Yeah.
I think 2002 or 2003 or something. Then we played on the open air thingy as well, but I think it was not here because at least the area doesn't look familiar to me.
I think the site's changed quite a bit as well over the last couple of years.
But we're looking forward to it. It was a great festival and it's fun to be back.
So you're one of these bands that just normally would play for a hell of a long time. You get your value for your money on the ticket price. How do you whittle down a normal sort of like 2 hour show that you do to a festival sort of length?
You have to adapt. I mean, festival, rules change because obviously when so many bands are playing, there have to be a strict schedule and everybody has to be on time. So tonight I think we just play 1 hour, something like that. So
half a set then, really.
Yeah, kind of half a set, But the last song will be warmed up, so that's going to be fine. Last song will be good. No, it's. I mean, you have to adapt to those situations, and that's fine in the festival environment. That's perfectly fine. Obviously, if we're playing single headlining shows, we prefer to play way longer.
Of course, you get a good flow for a headliner.
Yeah, exactly. And you can mix in so many old stuff, new stuff, whatever. And today, we lost a bit of our gear on the way here, so we have to improvise a bit and we have to adapt the set list a bit to that as well. But it's going to be fun, we'll put together a good set.
Life on the road, I guess, that kind of thing happens.
Recently it happens quite a lot to us, but whatever.
Oh, man. What can we expect then? Is it just going to be the big tracks tonight, or are you going to be pulling out some deep cuts to keep the fans happy?
To be honest, I don't know yet because we had a kind of set list for the gig put together yesterday, and then, as I said, we came here today. We played in Spain yesterday, flew in overnight, just arrived like half an hour ago, and the airline lost our other guitarist's main rack. Oh. So we have to get some gear for him, and that, depending on what we'll get, we have to adapt concerning the songs because not all the sound switching abilities might be there. We'll see. I don't know yet.
Yeah. So what, your management and the rest of the band scurrying around backstage at the moment talking to other bands going, please can we borrow this?
We need an amp.
We'll give you a shout out from stage.
It'll work, and everything will be fine. We just have to see if we can play all the songs that we originally wanted to play, or we throw in some other ones. We'll see.
Keeps you on your toes though.
Yeah.
That's cool. What's next for you guys? Because I've seen a poster around site that you've got a live album coming out.
No, it has already been released about 4 weeks ago, something like that.
Okay.
And that was recorded obviously on the last tour that we did, which kept us on the road for almost 2 years. And this year it was just a handful of gigs, so there are 3 or 4 more to go for us, and then we're done with touring. And we'll finally finish the orchestral album that we've been working on for 22, 23 years.
I was going to say, that's one of those things that's always brought up. We're working with an orchestra kind of thing.
We thought we finally finished it.
So is that actually going to come to fruition now? It's going to come out, you're working on a release date and stuff?
Yeah, it's Hansi still has to do vocal recordings, which will be finished this year.
Okay.
And then next year we'll mix it, master it, do all the stuff that has to be done. And it will either be released late next year or early the year after that.
Is that brand new material?
Yes, it's all original material. And parallel to that, we already started working on songs for the next regular album.
Okay.
So yeah, we're busy.
So you're pretty much locked in recording-wise for the next couple of years then?
It's the typical thing for us anyways, we don't write songs while we're on the road, because if we would sit down now and collect ideas, they would sound like the stuff that we're playing every night, because that's the songs that are in your brain, and that's why we finish a tour, then we empty our brains and start fresh. And so like that we're always busy, it's either touring or it's writing and recording. But that's life.
And nowadays you've got to keep up with all the social media trends and that kind of thing. Have you got someone that does that in the band, or do you all jump in?
We do it, we have a couple of people that help us with it, but it's basically we do pretty much everything that we can do on our own, we do it on our own, because it doesn't really make sense if I call somebody, could you please post something there, whatever, and I'll send you the text and I can post it myself immediately and it's done.
Yeah.
So we prefer to do things ourselves. Obviously there's some things where you need help, like booking and all that stuff. We have people that we work with since ages, but if things can be done by us, we'll do it.
You mentioned the work with the orchestra and stuff. Is there going to be any kind of DVD to go alongside that? Because it is a whole, almost like a concept, working with an orchestra and how you write and the behind the scenes kind of stuff, almost studio diaries and everything like that.
I don't know yet. We've been working on that so long, and there's stuff that we, there's some video footage over the years and stuff. We don't know yet exactly what we're going to do. It will for sure be the album. We might try to do it live at some special occasion. That's nothing that you do in a tour, because 90 people orchestra sending that on the road is not fun, I guess. But that would be a nice thing to do. Maybe a Blind Guardian open air again, and then do one night with orchestra, one night just metal, and that might obviously be a nice thing to put out a DVD or Blu-ray or something. But we don't know yet. We'll see. Well,
it'd be nice just to buy tickets to see that. I think just the spectacle of you guys on stage with a full orchestra and
it sounds interesting. Yeah,
the lights and visuals and everything.
Sounds scary but interesting.
But it could be a crowning moment in your entire career, though.
It could be. Yeah.
It's been an absolute pleasure catching up with you, and hopefully you'll come back to the UK once the new album's out and stuff.
For sure.
And we'll be able to have another chat then.
Yes.
Thanks very much, man. That was cool.